Hi guys, welcome back. We are here for our second part in our lesson this week about how we can have a friendship with Jesus. Now, if you remember, our lesson comes to us today from Luke 10, verses 38 through 42. Remember how on Tuesday we talked about Mary and Martha? Martha wanted Mary to help her cook a meal for Jesus, but Mary wanted to only sit and listen to Jesus teach. Many people might think that Martha just didn't get it, that she didn't have her priorities right. And while she did spend more time focusing on the immediate details, it's important to remember that Martha didn't get it all wrong. She was a dear friend of Jesus also. Scriptures from John 11, verses 17 through 27 show us that she was bold and intimate in her conversations with Jesus. She felt real confidence in her friendship with him, and because of this, she showed raw and real emotions and showed Jesus her true feelings and her true worries. And even though Jesus corrected Martha in our scriptures from Luke, he certainly wasn't giving her a harsh reprimand. He spoke softly to her. He said, "Martha, Martha." And in Jesus' time, this was a way of addressing someone with deep emotion. Some translations actually say, "My dear Martha." Jesus didn't want to make her feel bad. Rather, he was giving her a tender invitation to spend time with him, to learn the lesson that Mary had already discovered, that spending time with Jesus is our top priority. Like Mary and Martha, we can have a close friendship with Jesus. Just like with your other friends, there are a lot of things that you can do with Jesus. Now, you can't invite him to your house the same way that Mary and Martha did, but wouldn't that be really cool? But when you are praying, you're talking to your friend Jesus. And when you're reading the scriptures, you're listening to him. Remember what we've learned from Mary and Martha. Our friendship with Jesus is the most important thing that we have. All right, I do have a quick activity for you guys. Are you ready? I want you guys to get out a piece of white paper, and you're gonna have 1 minute, and just 1 minute, to color your piece of paper as quickly and as fully as you can. You can pause your video for a minute and come back to me when you're ready, okay? But just 1 minute. Go ahead. All right, are you guys done? Here's what mine looked like after a minute. Now, you guys might have a piece of paper that looked pretty close to mine, where you got most of it colored, but there were still a few spots. Or maybe you got your whole thing covered and there were no holes left in it for the white spots to show through. But even if you did get the whole piece of paper covered with a crayon or a marker, I still see a spot where there's a hole left. Are you ready? We're gonna roll up our piece of paper. And you're gonna close one eye and look through it. Just like that. Do you see the hole? Now I want you to open both eyes and put your other hand against it and let the paper slowly unravel, right? Okay. Our friendship with Jesus is unlike our friendship with others. God wants us to have a close friendship with Jesus. And even if we have lots of other friendships, we still need Jesus. It's the way that God made us. Only his Son can fill the empty spots in our hearts. Sin put a huge space between us and God, but Jesus filled the emptiness and made a way for our sin to be forgiven. When you follow Jesus, he'll be your best friend forever. Now that's pretty cool. Don't forget that we do have a new memory verse for this month that comes to us from John 15:14, and it says, "You are my friends if you do what I command." Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye!